This video is part of a series on phishing. In it, we will discuss how to identify a phishing message. More information on this topic can be found on the Cyber Modules page of the Mohawk College website, which is linked in the description of this video. Let's look at some of the common features of phishing emails that can help identify them. It is too good to be true and likely phishing. This is your typical, you've been wired $1 million, click the link and pay a processing fee to claim it. The next way to identify a phishing email is if there's a sense of urgency. Most of the time, these emails say urgent somewhere in the body of the email, or they have a timer that you must claim the prize by, or that you might have an account terminated if you don't act fast enough, you need to respond, or you might face legal action. If it's pressing urgency, it's likely not a legitimate email. Hyperlinks. Phishing emails will sometimes contain links to websites for you to sign into. These will redirect you to fake websites to steal your information. You can hover your mouse over a hyperlink to view where it will take you before you click on it. Attachments are another way to identify phishing emails. Phishing emails will sometimes contain attachments. Clicking on these attachments will infect your computer with malware. Unknown senders are another way to identify a phishing email. It's a very important thing to pay attention to. The email will very often be from some random Gmail or Outlook account you never heard of before. Sometimes they can spoof the email so you can't just use the from address to determine if it's safe or not. Pay attention to all the other common signs as well when deciding whether or not it's a phishing attempt or not. Spoofing an email means that they are making the email address look like it's from a legitimate source. It's also important to pay attention to the overall content of an email. This can give away whether it's a phishing scam or not. Look out for poor spelling and grammar. If the email has very little content beside a few words asking you to click a link or an attachment, or if the request is out of the ordinary for the person who is claiming to have sent it. Some phishing scams can actually be more sophisticated and put a lot more effort into the email. In order to replicate a legitimate looking email, they will copy a template for the company's email. In order to identify these, look out for dead links to social media. Facebook, Instagram, and other social media logos will not be links, just pictures. Think about what the company will normally send you and ask yourself, would they really send me this via email? We would like to thank the Canadian Internet Registration Authority for giving us the opportunity to bring you this content. These modules have been created as part of a CIRA Community Investment Program grant intended to improve cybersecurity literacy and ensure that every Canadian has access to the information and best practices to avoid being hacked.